Hello, my friends, and welcome to Sharing Calm. My name is Sydney, and today I have a very short guided meditation practice for you. You can think of it as kind of an intro to meditation, in particular, the Anapana Sati meditation, which is simply the awareness of breath. Today, as I guide you, I'll start with some verbal guidance, kind of telling you what to do, what to focus on, what to pay attention to, and how to deal with distractions. Then we'll have just a very brief period of silence to try to integrate what I'm teaching, to try to put to practice what I'm guiding you through. So it's really those periods of silence when my guidance slips away and you have to train your own mind to take the teachings to heart is when we really, really learn. So I want to make sure to give you at least a little bit of silence today. And in the future, when I add more meditations onto this channel, I'll add longer and longer periods of silence, but today's video will keep it short and sweet, so I want to get right into it. That being said, let's get started. Find a comfortable seat. Any seat that works best for you is the perfect seat to choose. So whether you're sitting on the ground, sitting on a chair, a couch, or something different, even if you need to lie down, or opposite, if you'd rather stand up, as long as you're safe, you're stable, and you're comfortable, that's the position that I'd like you to find. As best as you can, try to remain still once you've found a place to sit, stand, or lie down. If you can close the eyes, gently close the eyes, or at the very least, just soften your gaze downward to help to draw your attention inside and away from the outside world just for this time. If possible, try to breathe in and out through the nose when you can. And then right away, start to notice your breath. Notice your breath by trying to observe where you can feel your breath in your body. You might simply feel the breath as the expansion in your torso, like the belly, the ribs, or the chest. You might feel the breath in your throat, in your mouth. And as the breath gets more subtle, try to see if you can feel your breath inside the nose, in the nostrils, and at the entrance to the nose. This triangular area, perhaps to include the upper lip. Feeling the air pass through and by this area as you breathe in. And feeling the air pass through this area as you breathe out. You may notice certain qualities about your breath, like the temperature. Does it feel cool or warm? Dry or damp? Does the breath feel labored or easy? Short or long? Does the breath feel even and balanced on the left side and right side, or stronger on one side than the other? What else do you notice about your breath as you pay attention to how it feels? Try your best to breathe naturally, not needing to change the breath in any way based on what you notice about it. Not judging any particular breath is good or bad. It simply is. It's what is here right now, and it is our point of focus, regardless of what we find with our breath. It's simply a place to put our attention upon. Is one pointed concentration meant to help strengthen the mind, help strengthen our present moment awareness. This breath right here. Can you feel it? If you're having any difficulty feeling your breath, you can always breathe harder, stronger breaths for a little while to see then if breathing stronger inhales or stronger exhales awakens any sensations that you can notice. And then letting the breath return to natural once you can feel the breath again. If and when the mind becomes distracted by thoughts or by sensations elsewhere in the body, different sounds, sights, or tastes, whatever it may be that pulls the mind away from the breath, simply at the moment you notice that your mind has drifted, just bring it right back to the next breath in, noticing breath in as breath in. Noticing breath out as breath out, and each and every time you have to bring the mind back to the breath, remaining patient, remaining kind and friendly with your own mind as you train it to be present, and remaining curious for what the next breath may bring. If the mind has left, bring it back to the breath once again. This breath in, this breath out. And gradually start to breathe just slightly deeper breath. An energetic breath in. And as you breathe out, softly blink the eyes back open. Coming back into your space, observing the colors, the textures, and your surroundings. Notice how you feel. Notice how your breath feels. Notice how your mind feels. Perhaps any differences from the beginning, perhaps not. Every meditation practice is different, so we needn't expect anything in particular. It's all just a practice. Not about perfection, not about seeking this Buddha brain, mind, although maybe eventually we will get there. But if your mind was talkative today, or if you have a lot going on in your life, even if you don't, there's a lot going on in the world right now. So you may feel the weight of all of that in your head, on your shoulders. And this practice of meditation is meant to help cultivate and carve out periods of peace in your life so that you can really experience and recognize that we all have a deep well of peace always inside of ourselves. And we need to, it's imperative that we do take this time to fill our own cup, to recognize that peace deep inside of ourselves so that we are able to go out into the world in our everyday lives and beyond our everyday lives, in our communities, in our society, to help spread that peace, to help spread that love, to be the person that we most want to be in the world, and hope that eventually others may find their way to these practices of compassion, these practices of peace as well. There's so much violence in the world. It starts with practicing non-violence with ourselves, and that can be as simple as observing your breath without judging it. So, thank you so very much for practicing with me today. If you have any questions, comments, or thoughts about this practice, about yoga, about meditation at all, please don't ever hesitate to leave a comment below and let me know what's going on in that head of yours. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, like this video if you liked it. And otherwise, I will see you next time. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Goodbye.